Okay. And then now start slideshow. Oh, cool. All right, now how to make this big. Oh, these are all new features. How very exciting. Okay, cool. All right, well, welcome to our solar plexus chakra. We are trying something new today, and we are here with Charlene and with Deb, who is our first hero going through the big process of this challenge and has been so gracious with all of our growth. And so today we are talking about the solar plexus chakra. And if you have been following any part of our journey with the Academy of Logic and Light, we started on May 1st in the root chakra. We have been working a month in every single chakra, and every week we have a theme. And so we are just wrapping up the solar plexus chakra, and we're going to talk about what we learned and talk about some fun things today. And then we're moving in tomorrow into the heart chakra. So that is exciting news. Okay, solar plexus. Does anybody want to say anything before we start? No? Okay, cool. All right, solar plexus is the Manipura, self-esteem. It sits in the middle of our bodies. If you folded us in half, it's right above the belly button. And it's like kind of where you get that gut feeling. Here, personal identity. Oh, here we go. Above the navel and sternum, the center of personal identity, the element is fire. It breaks down nutrients and new ideas so they can be absorbed and integrated. The core themes are shame and willpower, self-worth, ego, confidence, personal power, and freedom of choice. Develops in the teens, anchors in the early 20s. Soul lessons, human and divine love, and intelligence is instinctual knowing. This is something I've been kind of talking to people about. So in your root chakra is kind of like literally at the base of your spine where you're connecting with earth, but it's the moment where your soul dropped into this earth, and it's the stories that we were birthed into in our DNA. That would be like our family lines, our ancestries, the stories that are already being put onto us before we were birthed. And those are the first years before we start having identity. And that is then when we're moving into the sacral chakra, where we start discovering our fingers, our voice, what we like, what we don't like, our own personal identities. And then we come up into our solar plexus, which is now where we're really discovering our identities. And sometimes that is our rebellious streaks of teenage years where we're like, actually, my family this isn't really for me. I want to be the opposite of them or whatever. It's our rebellious times. It's also our most creative years. But it's also, they're really like kind of repressed in schools. It's sad, to be honest. There's so much like energy to be used.
Yeah.
And again, this is like the part that was like so irritating to look at is that the core theme in your teenage years is shame and self-worth.
This is like the black sheep chakra.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's actually a great point.
You're not like everybody else. You're finding your way.
Yeah.
Discovering who you are.
The only difference is like you're the black sheep, but you're not owning being the black sheep.
Right.
Once you get through the solar plexus, then you are owning being the black sheep.
Yes. Yes. And there's other black sheep out there, so you can find your people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also this is my favorite because I just am obsessed with the sun and gold and all of the things. If you know me, the color yellow contains more light than any other color in the visible spectrum associated with sun and gold. Yellow fire energy breaks down other elements, alchemy, helping us digest both nutrients and new ideas, lifts the spirits, and gives hope, ease, and lightness. Yellow is associated with the sun, and the metal is gold, both symbols of power and illumination. The visualization for the solar plexus is a large golden globe expanding from the belly, releasing tension and warming up the organs. The pancreas, governing gland, controls carbohydrates metabolism at an esoteric level, and it is the seat of joy. Yeah,
Why
that's
do they carb so much?
And that, and
Carbs bring me joy. Just saying. Don't they bring joy to everybody?
yes. At least I can speak for myself, but yes. Yep. And that just happens to be the 4th week theme for the heart.
You're jumping ahead.
Yeah.
Time travelers, man. I feel like I think that's part of what sets our community apart is like people talk about starting in the root chakra and stuff, but like the fact is like we really sat through some really hard stuff together through all of this. And I know stuff has come up for me personally. I know stuff has come up for you guys because we've talked about it every single week. But like a lot of communities are only up here in the upper chakras, and they have yet to ground out that actually as human beings, we all have to talk about shame, and we all have to talk about grief, and we all have to talk about fear. We all have, these are actually things that every human being, to be a human is an experiential experience. So we have to talk about those things. Those are things that connect us, like values. And if you haven't checked out the values experiment on the website, I highly recommend it. Shameless plug to myself. Okay. Pancreas, stomach, liver, gallbladder, small intestine, and muscles. Controls glucose, insulin, and nutritional absorption. It governs, who said that? Beautiful. Okay. Imbalances may show up as indigestion, acid stomach, ulcers, hepatitis, gallstones, pancreatitis, and diabetes. That's on the 3D side. Is it going to tell? Yeah, on the 3D side. On the 5D side, as like physically, emotionally, that looks like a drain of energy, a lack of creativity, a dull, energetic vibe in general, like just not feeling like you want to be seen even. And then a lot of that sits in and comes into attaches into when there's an imbalance between your solar plexus and your sacral. That shows up as depression. And then if you have an imbalance between your solar plexus and your heart, that is anxiety. Things to consider.
This is why many people think that, bloating comes from food. Well, yeah, technically it can, but a lot of the bloating comes from held in emotions.
Yes. Here at the Academy, we believe that two things and multiple things can be true at once.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, archetypes. The positive archetype is the warrior, empowered with a definitive sense of selfhood, knows who they are in relation to the world, neither inflated nor weak, has the inner strength to see dreams into reality, and the stamina to meet physical and emotional challenges, and fights the good fight. This is my strength when my solar plexus is thriving. Yeah. When everyone's like, how do you do what you do? This, a big solar plexus.
Yeah.
This is because we did our sense of we sat in worthiness. What was that, 3 weeks ago? And I literally just cried with a hip injury and a low back injury and sobbed I scheduled my cries at Capricorn to process all of this stuff, to get it out of my field of like these feelings of worthiness came from old stories that were told to me before that weren't true to me anymore. And what does worthiness mean to anybody? It doesn't matter what anybody thinks my worthiness is. It only matters what I think of for myself. What a concept.
Yeah. I went through like the same thing. I thought I was healed of things that I thought I healed, but as I evolved, I was healed. But because I've evolved even more within myself, I saw the situation that I thought I healed in a different light. And within that light, I actually found myself. So it's like you can still heal something and still learn.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, that's kind of the point, right?
Right. It's growth, regardless
Yeah.
of whether you've already healed or not. It's still growth.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. Okay, so negative archetype is the servant. Anchors personal identity in the external world, always seeking confirmation from others. works hard for others' acknowledgement, sabotages themselves by giving their power away, losing energy trying to people please for others for affirmations they cannot give themselves. We have a mini course on people pleasing and a mini course on boundaries, and I highly recommend those things because they are so helpful to come back to ourselves of sometimes we are our own energy leaks.
Yes, and we also have an empath journey mentorship that right there, the servant, is key for the empaths out there.
Yep.
Yeah. Highly recommend.
I can give a review for that one too.
Please do. Give us the general, all of it. We need it.
I've gone through that empathic internship. I know all about it.
Yeah, I would love to put that testimonial on the landing page, so send it my way.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Okay, signs of imbalance versus flow. This is good stuff. When blocked, low self-worth, I am not enough, shame or embarrassment about who you are, giving your power away, needing others to define you, inflated or deflated ego, never having a stable center, difficulty making decisions or exercising free choice. Oh, Lord. Chronic digestive issues or tension in the gut. I'm looking at you guys, the Virgos. When open, unshakable sense of self-worth, confidence in your ability to meet life's challenges. Personal power is used wisely with humility. Freedom of choice, knowing you always have options. Gut instincts are trusted and reliable, and ability to stand for yourself without needing approval. This is the chakra of your personal power. When aligned, you act with confidence, clarity, and purpose.
AKA liberation.
Ooh,
For sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh,
The black sheep liberation chakra.
maybe that's our next t-shirt.
Yes.
Maybe that's the badge for the solar plexus.
Yes. All right,
like
ready to get down with the rest of my checklist.
Always in the flow of work. Okay, crystals, topaz, traditional stone of courage and healing, and found in the breastplate of Aaron, denotes instinctual understanding and brings confidence. Amber, I'm obsessed with amber. Crystallized resin from ancient trees, associated with feminine power and inner empowerment, a stone of wisdom and strength. There's a lot of amber in Russia. And I only went to Russia one time and I couldn't afford it. And I was like just staring at all of them like, I need you and I need you and I would make you a good home. Gorgeous.
That's why they made the Amber Room in St. Petersburg. That old, that's part of the mystery. That room was taken during World War II and they have no idea where it was. But it's literally a room covered in amber.
Wow.
Look it up. Yeah, it's literally covered in, it's very opulent. It's very extravagant, but from ceiling to floor, the entire room is amber.
Whoa.
During World War II, the Nazis got in there and they somehow broke it all down and it ended up somewhere, but the mystery is it's lost. They have no idea where it ended up.
Oh, how fascinating.
Yeah, definitely look it up. It's pretty cool.
Maybe that'll come out in
there for you.
Amber is one of the biggest crystals I use during my Reiki sessions and my energy healing. Like, yep.
I love that. And then my next
and carnelian.
Me too. I love carnelian. And I'm a little surprised. Well, I guess that's more sacral for this one. And citrine, my next favorite. I love citrine. Combine solar plexus yellow with the heart chakra green. Because again, as we're coming into our solar plexus, I know Deb already noticed that we're jumping ahead to joy or different topics that are coming up. And I know Sam's been jumping ahead for topics. And because we're starting to now, we've cleared those low density blockages. Now we're coming up and we're going to start having a lot more interesting playfulness. So I do kind of want to release some of these things like a little bit more thready so you can dive into them in advance. So we'll see. Affirmations. We talked about this earlier before we started today. Helping negative loop patterns is a great way to, one, identify it first, but then attach it and move it on with an affirmation. And speaking it out loud, there is something about your voice with your frequency and commanding that into your field that not just makes it inside of you, but outside of you. And it's important. It's important. And something about saying it 3 times, we've talked about it.
Yeah.
It resonates with your energy and your frequency.
Mind, body, spirit. 3 times.
Creating coherence.
Yep.
I like this one. I use my power wisely. And I think that's like kind of such a big one because a lot of people get very interesting when you are sitting strongly in your solar plexus. A lot of people can be like, oh, they're in their ego or they're shining so bright. And it makes people uncomfortable. Like I can attest to that. Like there is a balance between humility and also being confident. And I think the confidence sense in the authenticity of it. So, my 2 cents. Solar plexus nutrition. My saddest thing is that for solar plexus, mango keeps coming up, and it's like my one weakness as a human being is that I'm allergic to mango, and it's so sad.
Mine's pineapple.
Really? Oh, that's my safe word.
TMI.
I didn't mean for sex. I usually say it for when I'm overwhelming people with information.
Oh, of course, my mind just went right there, you know.
I let you. It's okay. I led you there.
No filter. We have no filter.
I just realized we all matched too.
Yeah, we all got the call today.
We matched the
mental call.
We're letting the yellow call. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so you must have also been triggered by these recipes because pineapple's in everything. Well, I always enjoy a good yellow, delicious fruit. But also we released the 100 recipes for the solar plexus, and that is in our website now and is included in some of our memberships. Okay, energy and movement practices, solar plexus meditations. Breathe deeply into your stomach 6 times, release tension with each exhale. Visualize a golden globe expanding from your belly, warming your stomach, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas, and then sealing the chakra. Visualize a cross of light within the circle of light. And my favorite is journaling. Am I worthy of the life that I want? So many layers. Fun yoga poses, and these are seated twist, plank pose, cobra pose, triangle pose, and boat pose. Journaling prompts, the deep stuff.
Can you go back to that? Can you go back to that other slide for a second?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It looks like a little bit more than yoga poses.
The boat pose, is that supposed to be with 2 people or 1?
I assume
you boat pose, but
I assume maybe
I don't have 2 heads.
They didn't use their safe word. Sometimes these are funner with friends, guys.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
Way more joy.
That's tantric yoga.
And then you're also working on your sacral. So, you know, we love efficiency.
Then you plant your feet on the ground and you really get grounded. Okay, enough.
Oh man. Okay. I know these are all of our favorite the journaling prompts.
Rating 16 plus.
Oh, I know, right? Well, this is like respectfully though, do your fucking work. So
And to be honest, you can do your work that way. Yeah. It's called sex magic.
Efficiency. And that will be in our coven.
Check out the other part.
Yeah.
The website.
We encompass all of it. Okay, I won't kill the vibe by reading these journaling prompts out loud because, man, they make you go deep and heavy. Those are go at your own pace, and we'll go deeper into them in the next themes of things. But closing solar, you are a powerful divine, and you are strong, just as your solar plexus. Connect to your personal power. I am honored to work alongside you on your healing journey, and it's one of my favorite archangels, Uriel. He is a time-traveling magician. I love him. Whenever I have a problem with time, Uriel usually fixes it. And if I am late to something, it's because I forgot to talk to Uriel and my parking fairies, because he gets things done and on time. Okay. That is that for this one. Now let me see if I can slowly close this out without it being clunky. Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Next. I think I can do it again. Start slideshow. Okay, Charlene. We did it.
So you got your solar plexus recap. So over the past 4 weeks, you've explored your energy on the solar plexus, the center of your self-worth, your confidence, your courage, your authenticity, willpower, and personal identity. This wasn't about becoming someone new. It was about recognizing and releasing the patterns, beliefs, fears that no longer serve you, so that you can become who you were always meant to be. This is the family dynamics, you know, the narcissistics, or everything has to be your way, or, you know, there's only one way to do things, or everything having to be in its place. It's just family dynamics. This is what you're seeing. As you reflect today, notice not only what challenged you, but how you responded, and what you released, and what you've learned, and who you are becoming. Every step forward, no matter how small, is evidence of your growth.
Period.
Yeah. Every little spot, little steps, big gains.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. Worthiness and lack, what we explored, recognizing lack-based thinking, releasing the need for validation, choosing self-worth, remembering you are enough. Recognizing lack-based thinking is huge, because you know what? You are worth more than what you give yourself credit for, because this is all determined what you're already going to have, because you picked this life before you even came here. So it's like school. So here you are, you have to go through everything now to get to who you are. And the less that you need validation, that's trusting in yourself and trusting in your intuition. The more you trust in your intuition, the less you'll need validation. So some reflection is, where did you notice lack show up? Most people, it's about finances. What shifted you? And what belief did you leave behind? Carry forward. Your worth isn't earned, it's remembered.
That one was the hardest one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a struggle.
Yeah. Because
And it sucked too. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. No, you were saying?
I was going to say it sucks too, because I think me and Deb talked about this, was that a lot of the scarcity that sits in like our fields doesn't necessarily even come from us originally. Sometimes it comes from our ancestors who were in the Great Depression, who were in scarcity, who were pioneers over here in Utah in scarcity. But like, it wasn't necessarily our stories, and that comes from their originality is in the root chakra of the stories we were born into. And that's why it's so important to do your ancestral work.
Yes.
And it doesn't necessarily have to look like what you think it looks like. It doesn't have to look like what you think it looks like. It can look like just recognizing that, okay, that is not my story anymore, and I release that from my field.
Yeah. A lot of stuff is ancestral. Just, you know, you have like your family, you have kids. Guess what? They learn the same thing. You learn the same thing. You gotta be like that generational curse breaker.
Yeah.
Another t-shirt.
Yes. Write it down.
Ooh, yeah. I'd love a t-shirt like that, because I am a generational curse breaker for sure.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
She's on it.
And of what I inherited is pretty much a generational curse.
Yeah, right? Oh, I love that. And then
That's why, but that's what comes around. So this is why you're the black sheep. You know, you end up realizing you're the black sheep, because once you start reflecting on you and what was truly yours and what wasn't yours to carry, now that black sheep makes even more sense.
Mhm. Yeah. And also, have we talked about, are we all the eldest daughters?
No, not me.
You're the one doing the work though.
Oh yeah, because I'm the youngest.
Oh.
The others are just, they're beyond what they can. They're very low vibrating, stuck in their survival mode. There's no changing them at this point.
Yeah. Wow.
Nothing that I can certainly do to change them. That they're on their own journey.
Yeah.
And I can't stop that. I can't, no matter what I say, what I do, it doesn't matter. I just be me. I just show up as me. I figure they'll either feel a vibration and move with it, or they'll move away from it, one or the other.
Yeah.
So, in fact, I came across that one specific thing last week. I had a conversation with them, and very interesting. It's like I saw through all the BS. It's like, I see through this now. Not this time. I let him talk. I just let him, like, okay, keep talking. Yep. Nope. I'm not going down that road.
Yeah.
You're not taking me with you. You're not taking my energy with you. That's for damn sure.
Good for you. Yeah. Ugh.
And look how far, look how much, like where before you used to just keep quiet, not say anything, and suck in all that energy.
That's the difference. See, I stayed quiet because I knew trying to talk wasn't going to get me anywhere. What I did was I protected my energy by seeing exactly what they were saying between the lines. I knew what they were doing this time. And I said, you're not going to affect my energy or me like that ever again. Whereas before it would be, you're right, I'd be taking all that energy in, and then I'd be sitting there questioning everything after I got off the phone with them.
Thinking it was something that you did.
Right. Or something that I need to do because they're telling me you should do this, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I know where I am in my life. I know what decisions I need to make in my life, and you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah. Solar plexus is huge for being able to live your life, not the life that others, because when you do things for other people and not for yourself, you're living their life, not yours.
Exactly. So
yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that, like by sitting there doing something for someone, even though you really don't feel like it, they're sucking up your energy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Facts. All right. Well, look at us going straight into courage and bravery after that. Almost like we planned it.
Yeah. So courage and bravery, what we explored was facing fear with honesty, which Deb just talked about, stepping outside of your comfort zones, trusting yourself to take that action. That is the biggest hurdle, is to trust yourself to take the action, because a lot of people don't want to take the action in fear of what other people, or they care about what other people are going to feel, instead of first and foremost caring about how you feel and how you show up in your life. And by you caring about how other people feel, you're living their life again, not yours.
And may I recommend the free workshop of Tune into the Frequency of Your Own Truth, where we give small examples of how to find discernment and trust and strengthen your trust within yourself.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because that is a big topic.
Yes.
It is a big topic.
You can't trust yourself. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. And that's the thing though, because a lot of times, like, people don't know who you are. And this is why energy work and healing is so important, because you find out who you truly are. So you're able to have the courage to say no.
Yeah.
You know, you have the courage to go over your fear. So some reflection would be.
I'm so sorry. There you go.
Where did you show courage? What fear did you move through? And how did you grow? Moving through fear and getting out of your comfort zone is so liberating. That first time you say no because you want to and because you do something for yourself, it's it's obsessive. Like, and it's not even being selfish. Some people will sit there and be like, it's selfish. It's not. Like, you're putting yourself first. That's not selfish.
No. And saying no without explaining yourself. I still somewhat struggle with that one. I have no problem saying no, but it's just no. But then I tend to like add on to that. That's what I need to work on for me, is just not explaining why I'm saying no.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to.
Or it'll be your choice if you choose to or not. Like, if they, but you don't feel like you have to do it.
Right. Exactly. It's not an automatic response. That's what I'm trying to work on. Is not automatically just giving an explanation when it's not needed.
Yeah.
Me too. That's a hard one.
So the carry forward with this is that you are braver than you think.
Ain't that the truth?
Confidence and willpower. So looking back, what we explored was building your inner trust, strengthening self-belief, choosing aligned action, and staying committed to your path. So strengthening your self-belief is initially, like they said, like choosing aligned action. So what you feel is what you're going to do. It's not what you feel and do a complete opposite of what you say you're going to do. You do it because you want to do it and not because anybody expects you to. So your reflection would be like, where did you feel more confident? How did you strengthen your willpower? Or what are you proud of? And this is a huge one. You got to make sure that you're proud. A lot of people are so hard and judgmental about themselves going through this journey. You got to go through your journey with grace because you didn't know any better. It's like a baby learning to walk. Like, you're learning who you are. You got to give yourself grace because everything that has happened to bring you right up into this point of your life. So you got to reflect on it and be like, it happened for a reason. The positive is, and this is where I am today.
Be gentle with yourself.
Yes.
That's the tough part.
Yeah.
Sometimes knowing that, having the courage and working on it is no, I don't want to say easy, but it's not as hard as when you do finally reflect and bring up all those things that you're working on, and it's being gentle with yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Sam and I have
being hard on yourself. You didn't know. You just didn't know.
You can't do what you didn't know, and you can't do, like, literally. So Sam, I have a saying of, I forgive myself. And literally, as every time that we're so hard on ourselves, more than anyone else is hard on us. We're so judgmental of ourselves. But I also am happy that this talks about pride. Sam and I've had quite a few conversations about pride, because in the church they frame pride to be a horrible thing. Pride cometh before
the seven evils or something, isn't it? Like,
it's on some frames it is that, but on others it's actually not that. So Sam and I have some suspicions that it was changed, and pride isn't a sin. It's actually a balance.
Right.
So that's crazy when you really start looking backwards at that.
Yeah.
So your carry forward for the confidence and willpower is that you have the power to create the life that you want and the life that you desire.
Yes, can confirm.
Yep.
Pleasure and authenticity. So what we explored was reconnecting with what lights you up, releasing guilt around pleasure, honoring your truth, and choosing authenticity over approval. Reconnecting with what lights you up. You shouldn't be go all the time. You have to find the time to bring joy in your life, because joy helps heal you.
Yep.
And then releasing the guilt about doing things because you want to. Like, if you want to sit on the couch and do nothing all day, because you feel like you need to rest, you don't need to have an excuse like, I'm sick, I don't feel good, or like, it's okay. You want to rest.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need anybody's approval for that. You know, you honor your truth, what you say, what you feel, you bring it to light. You do not hold it in. Don't ever let anybody dim your light.
Mm-hmm.
And choosing authenticity over approval, again, owning your light.
Yep.
So reflection is what would bring you joy. Where are you being more authentic? And how do you express the real you? That's a good question. How do you express the real you?
That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially, I live in Utah where everybody looks the same. So,
Yep.
it's a hard one here. It's the little houses on the hilltop.
So we want you to carry forward your joy and authenticity are sacred.
Mm-hmm. That's something I was going to bring up about this one is also something that's on our future topics in like five or 6 weeks is integrity. And that's something we kind of talked about this week a little bit of. I started the mini course for integrity, and part of the beautiful thing that it said was that integrity is like shining a light on all of the different aspects of yourself and basically honoring them in equal balance. So a coherence between all of the aspects of you, and that does mean the shadows. And so it comes back to that solar plexus too, and again with light, shining light, solar plexus bright, like let's shine a light on all those shadows and like literally like, okay, what I personally know that I need to let my wild side out like once a month. I need to be bad. I need to not check my emails that day. I need to eat sugar, and I need to maybe kick a door or something. I don't know. I just like everybody's got their things, man. But you got to honor your shadows and let them play if they want to play, but in responsible ways.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to drive 60 miles an hour listening to heavy metal or something. I don't know what your thing is. Everybody's got a thing.
That works for me. You're going to bump up that speed limit by at least 20 miles an hour.
Here in Utah's 80, so I was like, yeah.
You have done powerful work. You've faced what you needed to be seen. You've healed what needed to be healed. You've chosen growth over comfort, truth over doubt, and you are over everything else. These shifts are not small. They are the foundation for your next chapter. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, and be yourself. You are the greatest magic. Keep rising.
Beautiful.
Yay.
That was gorgeous. That makes me feel accomplished in more ways than one.
Yeah, solar plexus is a really tough chakra, because this is where like the truths of who you are really come out. Like the root is like releasing like all the crap that's held you back. This is where you're really seeing who you are.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
it's a tough one.
Yeah, like
I struggle through it.
This is the mirror. This is the mirror where it's like, for instance, I was spiteful before. You know, like if someone would piss me off, I'm like, well, I'm not doing that anymore, even though I said I would do it. And they called me out on it. So I was like, you know what? You're right. I am being spiteful. I haven't done it since. But I had to have enough within me to be able to hear the truth and to want to fix it.
I like that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Well, you guys, we've made it another chakra. I'm proud of us.
I can't believe we're moving on to another one already.
I know.
Wow. Like,
I know. Tomorrow,
like literally like halfway there, almost halfway there. We will be.
Crazy.
Start the heart chakra.
Yeah. And so like just even like to think about it and look back from May 1st when we started this on a completely different platform, even
Mhm.
many platforms.
Yeah, it was a completely different platform.
The-
Threw me
the-
off when we started Sacral. I'm like, wait a minute, where's the little sheet? How many points do I get for this?
I know, and I'll bring it back. I'll bring back gaming when we can have an app to do the work for me. The gamification part of it. But yeah, just looking back at like me personally and my experience from May 1st up until now is just like one, a lot of humility, a lot of humility, a lot of humbling moments, and like looking at all the different things of wow, like yes, there's always something to work on. It's layers, and it doesn't matter like how much work you've done. There's always some things to look at, but also like it doesn't have to be horrible all the time. We try to bring up at least one of the harder subjects and then some easier ones in there. But even some of the what we thought were easy subjects are sometimes also pretty challenging because we don't already embody those things, you know?
And everybody's journey is their own journey. Not one single journey is the same.
Right.
Everyone's is unique.
Which is why this is such a cool program when more people start coming on board and we start getting more voices, because then we'll have more perspectives and maybe tips and tricks and exercises of what worked for other people. So it's only going to get more exciting. But at least for now, like I feel excited about how far we've come, and then where we're going into. But starting tomorrow off in grief is always it just feels scary.
Yeah, grief is a tough one
It's already been popping up for us, so
because it's not just one thing. It encompasses tons of stuff. It doesn't. People just assume grief means loss of other people, but it's not. It's loss in general.
yeah.
It's just overall loss in
Grief of
whatever aspect
that
that
you
means
see.
for you in your life.
Yeah.
So that's a tough one.
It is. I think it was somewhere that I read that grief was misplaced love or love with nowhere to go or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's actually kind of nice in a weird way, comforting that it's just excess love with no destination.
Right.
And we were talking a little bit of like grief is obviously popping up in our periphery in my personal life, but of what does it look like when you're going through grief. But sometimes it's nice to have a light at the end of the tunnel, knowing that there is the other side, because sometimes grief can be that all-encompassing swallowing thing, and sometimes the glimmer of the hope is the thread that gets you through it. And that can be a thread that can be here in community. And so being able to talk about it together and doing these works together in a supportive place is always nice.
Grief was positive for me. That's what got me to open up to who I am today. When I lost my father passed away. I wouldn't be where I am today had he not passed away and I had gone through the grief. So it's a double-edged sword.
Yep.
Yeah. Indeed. Well, thank you, ladies, for being with us since the beginning, and for showing up every week, and also for trying out this new way to try.
Listen, I think we're rocking it. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, we're killing it. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording.